Alright, quick showcase for my Twister. I'm level 91 now. I grinded pretty hard, but also character went really smooth. So first let's do a showcase here. As you can see, we're sitting on 17k evasion. If we go full tailwind stacks, we are at 38k deflection rating and 80% chance to deflect. It's pretty damn good. And we have around 2.3k life. And we have a companion as well that absorbs some damage. So we are decently tanky. So let's get right into a map here. This is a... Yeah, let's get into... Actually, let's show kind of a normal map, like how a normal map would go. And yes, I disabled the sound, in-game sound, because the pet that I have is really annoying. I think I need to switch it out again. Like, do not get this guy. He's insanely annoying. By the way, this is with a weapon that I haven't switched out since the campaign. It is pretty decent, but it's definitely not top end. And yeah, this alien threshold on this map also super annoying, but it is what it is. Fuck. Yeah. Wait, that's not it. Oh, I missed one. All right, but as you can see, my companion did. I think he didn't die once. Yeah, I made him quite tanky. I mean, he does occasionally die, but it's not as bad as it used to be, and I still need a better companion, like someone, or one with, ideally one with energy shield, or with evasive, or with range shield. He does have haste aura though, which is nice, and he does have always shocks, which at the moment I don't really need because I switched out 3 dragons. Oh my god, it's fucking loading forever. Alright, anyways. But I need to disable the pet for a sec. It's too annoying. Alright. So first of all, let's go over the tree and what I did here. And over the skill gems, and then let's look at some of the equipment. So this is my current tree. It's definitely not optimized. I did go for the companion nodes here, and I did go for the companion. I think it's very, very good, and I think you should not miss out on this. There is other ways to do this, but I do like the companion version. Also makes you quite tankier. So overall, nothing really special. I'm not even sure if I should get this node. These nodes here, these might be too inefficient. I would have to check PoB, and also not sure about this. I do some elemental damage, like 50% I think of my damage. So it's probably good, but I'm not 100% sure. This is really, really mandatory. Skill effect duration. I would not suggest not taking this. And this would also be pretty good if you can get this. I could also, actually, I could get this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think also pretty mandatory. Maybe I can get rid of something else and get this, because this is a really, really good node. Probably this one. This is only a little bit of attack speed and accuracy rating, and these should in theory be better. Anyways, this is my tree. Definitely get all these evasion nodes here. I think they are very, very good, and deflect nodes. So you can cap out your deflect pretty well, and you are very, very tanky. I'm still running Dance with Dead. You could argue getting a shield, then you would be tankier, but I think for the moment I will stick with this. It feels really good in terms of speed. So let's get over my gem setup quickly. I'm running called shots here. I'm not sure if this is optimal. You can definitely go this route, but this is not that great for bossing, because you will not generate a lot of charges. So I decided to go this route again, and I do have far shot here. You could also argue going bullseye, but I do not have that much crit yet. So I'm not sure how good this is. You could even argue getting rid of cold shots and get endless munition. I think all of these choices are kind of good. The only thing that I would not ditch, I would definitely not ditch, is Wind Ward. It's just too good. And Tailwind, obviously. But some people also ditch Wind Ward and they get something else here for more damage. But I would personally never ever get rid of this node. It's just too good in my opinion. So anyways, we have Cold Shot, Sniper's Mark, Charged Profusion 2, Mark for Death, and Life Tap. There's really no other choice here. Whirling Slash, Rapid Attacks 2, Rage 3, Life Leech 3, Magnified Area, and Pin. We do need Pin now, because I did switch my setup. I had 3 Dragons Helmet before. That would give me freeze build-up. So I would get charges from Combat Frenzy for freezing. Right, so 3 dragons. If you don't know what that is, I don't think I have one for sale anymore. Or do you have? It's this one. So it turns your lightning damage into freeze buildup. So this is an easy way to generate charges. Together with Wake of Destruction, there's really no other option here, I think. For your twisters. So yeah, this is Whirling Slash is basically just a tool to get rage, to get some nice life leech, and yeah, to get some pin build up. And then we have Twister. We also have pin here. You can switch this out, but then you will not have that many charges. But Deliberate is pretty good because it gives you a lot of damage. I do have it somewhere here. Debilitate, it's called, I think. Nope. Anyways, but it gives you 20% more damage, but it gives you less movement speed while you attacking, right? But we almost always stand still anyways when we're attacking. So I don't really use my movement keys. So we get pin here too. So we have nice pin build up. This also gives you 50% increased critical hit chance against immobilized enemies, which is nice. But it's definitely a huge damage drop in comparison to debilitate, debilitate. I think it's called debilitate. Yep, companion, meat shield 2, elemental army, hiking minions, and loyalty. So yeah, it would take some damage. I'm not really sure about this. We are tanky enough, and ideally you don't want your pet to die, right? And we do have the Nameless Hulk. Super annoying minion, but I found it in maps. All damage shocks. If you don't know how to farm for a decent pet, you can go here to Act 3. You can go to Infested Barrens. There is a spot that's called the Troubled Camp. And at the Troubled Camp, there will always be, I think, 2 rares directly next to it. So you don't kill them, you just go to them, you check out the mods, and if the mods are wrong, you click Escape, you click... it's not showing now, obviously. You click Respawn at Checkpoint, and then they will have new mods. So you can basically just do this over and over again until you find something with good mods or with decent mods. But I still have this in here so I can find something really good. In maps with more mods, usually they have 2, sometimes they have 3 in Infested Barrens. But for me, that's not good enough. I want something better. We have Disengage. I almost never use this. Holy Descent, Shocking Leap, and Encroaching Ground. There might be some better options here. I'm not really sure. Then on Weapon Swap, we do have Tornado Shot. So we'll spawn some more tornadoes out of this. It's not really mandatory. I mean, it's a little bit more damage, but sometimes you can really feel it. Like there will be full screen of tornadoes if you use this correctly and together with Barrage. We have Barrage, Cooldown Recovery 2, Heightened Charges, Second Wind 3, and Perpetual Charges. You do not need Second Wind, to be honest. You could use something else. Ideally, something that reduces your mana cost, like less mana cost, I don't know what it's called, or life tap. But yeah, it's convenient sometimes to have this. And Wind Dancer, Blind, Life Leech 3, not much to say here. I didn't really touch this. And then we have Combat Frenzy, Charge Profusion 2. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. Oh, did I forget Twister? No, I did not. Salvo, Projectile Acceleration 3, Prolonged Duration 1, Lightning Attunement, and Pin 2. This gives a lot of extra damage on my build. I think it will a little bit depend on how much lightning damage you do, but with the boots here, with Wake of Destruction, you do quite some lightning damage already. And for some reason, this is a really, really good DPS boost, and you want lightning damage anyways. Yeah, duration, I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. The longer the Twister lasts, the more damage it does. Projectile speed, it hits more often. And yeah, Salvo is not mandatory. You can also go with... Where is it? You can also go with Nova projectiles if you want to. But it felt like it was less damage. So I think Salvo is still the way to go. This is 40% less damage already, but it's 4 additional projectiles. If you get Salvo, what you can also do is, if you want the Twisters to reload faster, you can get Anticipation. It does work. Unleash. Have 20% seal gain frequency. So last patch it did work with Salvo. I'm not sure if they fixed this, but if they didn't change anything, this should still work. Right, last but not least, items. Get deflection rating on everything. It's pretty important. Get a nice attack speed spear. As I said, I have this since the campaign. It's pretty decent, but it's definitely not optimal. I could get 30 to 40% more DPS here easily. Helmet, tons of evasion, flat life, deflect, and some resistances. Pretty straightforward. Same here, some spirit, some life. I did get locked down here for the extra damage against maimed enemies when unpinning. Some Ores, life, some leech. And we already have leech now. I would not need this on my ring anymore. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's basically just life and evasion here. Evasion here as well, and triple res. This is pretty expensive, by the way. Wake of Destruction. Get a max roll, don't greed with it. It's super cheap. And you 100% need this for the shock ground. So shock ground will give you tornadoes, extra lightning damage, like 50% extra of damage. I have this since ages as well. I could exchange this. Yeah, but it's also pretty decent. Life, strength, mana, and resistances, and gloves. Also deflection rating. As you can see, there's no extra damage on here. Like if you get some flat damage on here, that would be nice as well. But I wanted like just a high evasion rating and deflection rating. And yeah, we're pretty much capped. We have 36 chaos res. And as you can see, I mean 91. I wouldn't say I almost never die, but like overall it's pretty smooth sailing. Map bosses are sometimes the DPS is a little bit low, but it can all be fixed through a better weapon. Yeah, this is debatable. Like you could get rid of all of this whole wheel and get something else. But I do think this is worth it. We will see. I could also get this. Yeah, anyways, that's it with the character update. I hope this helped a little bit if you want to play Twister as well. Yeah, I went the companion route. If you do want to do something else, definitely wiggle room. And I think this is also not an optimal tree, but this is what I came up with quickly. I didn't check PoB yet. If you want to give me some tips, feel free to do so in the comment section. I can't see everything. So if there's like constructive criticism and you want to help out, please do so, right? I want to obviously improve the character as much as I can. All right, bye guys.